Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Anjali Sharma, Assistant Professor English, and it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the International Conference on Recent Trends in Engineering, Science and Technology 2024, organized by Government Hydro Engineering College, Bandra. Before proceeding further, I would like to take a few moments to provide a brief introduction about our college. The foundation stone of the college was laid by the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, on April 27, 2017. And our college was inaugurated by the Prime Minister on 5th of October 2022. We have three branches of engineering running presently, that is civil engineering, electrical engineering, and currently started computer science engineering in artificial intelligence and data science. We feel proud to say that the college has grown by leaps and bounds since its inception, be it in the field of academics, extracurricular activities, infrastructure development, or the student industry interaction, or the consultancy services. Our students have been doing well on all fronts. The faculty and the staff of the college have been working religiously and are giving our 100% for the growth of the college. Needless to say that all this has been possible under the able guidance of our worthy director cum principal sir. To make this morning a blessed one, let us invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom, and for seeking the choicest blessing for the same, I invite our chief guest, worthy director sir, the convener of the conference, and our invited director cum principals, including the invited speakers, to please come to the dais. Thank you, everyone. Now I request our students to please come forward to felicitate our guest with the badging ceremony. I now request our worthy director, sir, to felicitate our chief guest for the day, Professor Shashi Kumar Dhiman, Vice Chancellor, Himachal Pradesh Technical University, who has graciously accepted our invitation to be a part of this special event. Thank you, sir. I request Director, sir, to felicitate our keynote speakers, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Verma, Scientist and Project Director, DRDO. I request the felicitation of Dr. Ravi Kant Bhatia, Assistant Professor, Himachal Pradesh University. I now request sir to felicitate our invited director cum principal, Professor Deepak Vansa, sir. I now invite the patron of the conference, our worthy director cum principal, sir, for his welcome address.
A very hearty welcome to our worthy Honorable Vice Chancellor of Himachal Pradesh Technical University, Professor Dr. Shashi Dhiman ji, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Verma ji, Scientist and Project Director DRDO, Chandigarh. Dr. Vijay Kumar Thakur ji, he will be joining us, I think. And Dr. Ravikant Bhatia ji from Himachal Pradesh University, Shimla. And this particular international conference is being webcast also. So we may be joined by many online participants also. So I welcome everybody for this conference at Government Hydro Engineering College. So a few points for our worthy Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. Shashi Dhimanji. He has always played a very active, proactive role for the growth of technical education in this state. Particularly, if I talk about this institution, I can name few initiatives taken under his dynamic leadership. One being the introduction of a new branch, that is CSE with artificial intelligence and data science, which is started and it is running well at this institution. And we are planning to start MTech with electrical vehicle technology. This is another initiative. Second is PSD Research Center is given to this institution. This is again a great initiative taken by sir. And there are many good initiatives taken, because our curriculum of technical courses, these are now being tilted towards new education policy. So the initiative is taken, and the great work is being done, and already the new curriculum for new branches is oriented towards new education policy. So these are some very good initiatives taken by the Himachal Pradesh Technical University under the dynamic leadership of our worthy Vice Chancellor, sir. And if I talk about this particular institution is making some good progress. So I can say this institution is a very young institution. We are having very young faculty and very young staff members here. And somebody reminded me yesterday that I completed my 1 year last day yesterday only. So in that sense, I am also very young. So I can name few initiatives of this institution. We are doing some consultancy work, sir. We have started doing it. My civil department and electrical engineering department, they have started now taking some consultancy in terms of testing also and otherwise also. So this is one initiative. We are filing patents also, and patents are granted also to this institution. So in that sense, we are academically growing. We are making some quality publications also, SCA Scopus publications, for which our worthy Vice Chancellor, sir, has always put some focus, and he is saying that once we are offering PhD courses, our faculty should also be targeting these quality journals. So that is what we are doing. And outreach activities of this institution have increased, sir. So we are doing so many activities outside this institution. This is what we are aiming for in future also. So our students, they are now taking community or society related projects. So in that sense, we are justifying our existence also. Students' involvement in all the institutional activities and otherwise, these involvements are increasing day by day. So students have also realized that we need to perform better outside institution also, and their exposure to outside world is very much required in technical education. So, and again, sir, I say that yes, moral values, we are not only teaching here. These are not only being taught here, these are being practiced here. So being a residential campus, we have our own challenges also, plus we are having our own advantages also. So we are enjoying both. So in that sense, we can ensure you, sir, that my students, they are doing wonderfully well, they are well behaved, they are well disciplined also. So this is something about the institution. Yes, our further next target is focusing on these students' better internship and their placements. This is our next target. This we will be focusing in future. And sir, coming to this, the theme of this international conference, definitely the purpose is that we need to provide exposure to our students, every single faculty member and all the stakeholders. And the theme is very well thought of theme. It is the recent trends in engineering, sciences and technology. Dr. Abhishek, he has done a great brainstorming, has gone into that, because sciences and technologies, these cannot be separated. And this is the purpose of this engineering or sciences conference. So definitely everybody whosoever has come here will be benefited out of the exposure. The keynote speakers, the speakers, they are already working in some domain, so they will be sharing their work. Plus, everybody has come from different parts, and once we combine together, we come here at a common place. We will be finding people working in the same domain of our own liking also. So we'll be getting benefit out of that also. So I feel during the course of these 2 days, work of all these speakers, they will be sharing their work also. Plus, whosoever has gathered here, has come here, they will meet their colleagues also, and they will be sharing their work here. So it will go a long way, and definitely the focus will be on some quality work in future. And sir, I assure you that this conference will definitely prove to be fruitful and informative for all the members or the stakeholders, including my students also. Those are participating here. Thank you all. I can at the end I can say thank you all that you are all being so kind to be here, for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. Thank you so much. And definitely at the end of this conference, we will be discussing what are the takeaways from this particular conference. Jai Hind, Jai Himachal.
Thank you, sir. It is now time for the moment we all have been eagerly anticipating, and that is the address by our chief guest, Vice Chancellor, HPTU, Professor Shashi Kumar Dhiman, sir, who has graced us with his presence today. So without further delay, I request our worthy chief guest to please come to the stage and share his thoughts with us.
नमस्ते आप सबको। आज की इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को ऑर्गेनाइज करने वाले इस कॉलेज के डायरेक्टर कम प्रिंसिपल प्रोफेसर मोंगा, distinguished teacher of the college, students and distinguished speaker from the various places. They have been invited and they have agreed to share their work. That's very, very important. Whatever recent work they are pursuing in their boardroom, the principal have agreed to share their work with our students and the teacher. हमारे पुराने मित्र आज यहाँ हैं हमारे बीच में। आप सब जानते नहीं होंगे, बट यूनिवर्सिटी में हम लोग इकट्ठे थे। तो आजकल आप बिलासपुर में मिला
DPR
डाक्टर से थे, तो उनका भी स्वागत है। I am very delighted to be part of this conference because this is initiation by the university to give some seed money to all the institute to organize such activity. So basically this is happening here in Government Engineering College, although the private colleges are continuously striving hard to organize the academic activities. I understand that it is difficult in a small place to have a large gathering, eminent speakers at one place at one time. But this is a very appreciable efforts by the college that our students are being exposed to the international level speakers, as I can see from the abstract and the title of talk. Although it is normally, I think it is dominated by nanoscience, material science and other things, but it's good. Bioinformatics and some, I think, agriculture with application of artificial intelligence and Internet of Things. These are very recent trends. So as the title of the meeting suggests that the recent trends in science and technology and innovation. You see, every year we are basically the generation which is witnessing huge transformations in innovation, in science, in engineering and innovation. Science, although is a very static for a 5 year, you can say, but the engineering and innovation is changing every year. So you have to set a theme, for example, for year 2024, but in 25, by the end, you are with different innovations, with the different, you see the trends, with the different themes of studies. For example, if I say the applications of artificial intelligence, now we are trying to focus on computer vision. We are trying to learn how to use, you see, reinforcement learnings instead of wide application of machine learnings. So this is, you see, is helping us to have collaborative initiation across the boundaries. So a person sitting here, for example, in this remote area can have a very nice, fruitful collaboration with any leading institution across maybe US or Europe or Australia or anywhere, in India, of course. So a lot of innovation is happening. For example, if I name is Internet of Things, IoT, for example, you are saying, here you connect the device. So you connect the device remotely. For example, you have device at this place, can be connected to the device in China. So that's a big advantage to a person who is working here and to the person who is working there. So you see, this innovation has been, you see, inspired by the science. If all of us have passed +2 examinations, and I think we understand very well the Maxwell equations. You see, Maxwell is a person who unified the electromagnetic interactions. Okay, so you have electric field, you have a magnetic field, and he proposed the unification of that. And those unifications further led to the communication. If you go back to the beginning of last century, then you see people from India also initiated a project to have wireless communication. And there is a professor, J.C. Bose, all of you should Google right now, Jagdish Chandra Bose. He demonstrated the wireless communication at that time. It is 1905 around. And successfully, he did it, and then he demonstrated the same experiment at a different location in the world. So UK also he went. Nobody is ready to believe him that we can have wireless communication. Although the through wire communication was established at that time. You see, that is also because of the unification of electric and magnetic field. So those are the innovations, you see, which inspired by the science, physics, for example, physical sciences. And now you see where we are in the communication. We have a very small device, and that device is helping us to connect with anybody, anytime, with a fraction of seconds, anywhere. So this is one of the example of engineering and science through the innovations. You see, the Maxwell conceived the unification of interaction. His objective was not to have a communication. His objective to unify two forces, electric and magnetic forces, which is electromagnetic forces. And also, I think we understand that it is not possible to see electric field without the magnetic field. If current flows, then that produces the magnetic field as well. So that field can also be visualized. If you bring a very small piece of magnet, then you will find that current is flowing, but the magnet is also being attracted or repelled wherever you place it. So that means you also visualize with very small idea. If you take a coil and a screw and a 12-volt battery, you can do this experiment anytime, anywhere. With the toy battery, you can do it at home. Even your son who is studying in class 6 can do it. And he can feel that there is a generation of electromagnetic radiations, right? So that is the innovation done by the technologist at that time, but the idea was conceived by the scientist. But his objective was not to see that tomorrow this wave will be very largely used by the people for a communication, for example. Although we are using EM wave for various other reasons also. So we have communication, television communication, mobile communication, any communication, audio, video. But you see, very recently, the temple at Ayodhya is inaugurated, and there is very attractive idols of Lord Rama placed. And next year, the television that blinking was shown, its smile was shown. So how that happens? That is, you see the application of a recent technologies. And the computer vision with the help of AI has gone ahead. Those are the innovations. Means today you look at me, whatever the way I am speaking, and tomorrow you can come out with the same, you see, voice through a different image. So that is the way the things are pursuing, and the engineering field is too much competitive. It's highly competitive. You have to conceive idea today night, but tomorrow you have to start work, and day after tomorrow you have to finish, and so this is the way it is going on. So that's why these recent trends are so. You set trend for this year, but it will work for a year. God knows where it will die. After 1 month die, or 6 months die, or a year die. Whereas science, for example, if I am a scientist, astrophysicist, so we work on, for example, I worked on neutrino-physics. I started working on neutrino-physics way back 30 years. But still we are unable to, you see, find out the character of that particle. What kind of character it has. But with the recent, you see, new advent in the new technologies, we are able to understand how it behaves, what is the mass, what is the charge, what is the spin. So that again, so whenever we have to think of science, we cannot think without technology or any innovation in technology or any new emerging things in technology. So we are using them. We are analyzing data with the help of machine learning. We are analyzing our data with the help of AI. For example, we are connecting our devices along a distant places through the way of through the technologies of IoTs. Okay, so this is what is going on. And the other fascinating area is quantum computing and quantum devices. When you see the people, the scientists at the various level across the world are working on these technologies, quantum technologies. And whenever you will have the quantum devices working at your laboratory, at your home, with your at your hand, you'll visualize things very easily. Right now, whatever the difficult problems you're finding because of the limitation of competition availabilities, those will be overtaken by the quantum computers. So you see, the time is not far away, as I understand, because the quantum computing begins way back. Maybe it is also inspired with the digital communication or a digital revolutions, but now it is picking up very fast. Maybe coming 5 years, you'll find a quantum device in your hand. For example, now every device is having an application of AI. For example, computer is AI enabled. Your mobile now in this for this year, you see every mobile company is making AI enabled mobile. They are saying 5G, 6G is okay now. That is very common. Anybody can make. But now they are trying to make a device which is AI enabled. And AI is facilitating you in any numerous way. For example, Chat GPT. Initially, maybe you will have a problem in writing any manuscript, but Chat GPT help you to write anything now. With a click of your question in a Chat GPT, you will get a huge idea of what you are thinking. Otherwise, you have to sit at one place and discuss with your friend and this, that. But idea at least you can have. People are using that. So this is the way you see the life is, one way is going very easy, but the other way it is highly competitive. may be highly enjoyable if you are into a right direction. If you are into, for example, in the making of a quantum device, maybe the life is very difficult right now, but once the idea is workable and you have a quantum computer at your home, maybe after 5 years or 10 years, then you are a part of that evolution, right? So this is the way it is going on. So, for example, now this is the you see one of the beautiful innovation of all time for all generations. This device has communication. This device has photography. This device has everything, whatever you think of. And you see the photography, how the photography emerges, which can be, you see, compressed to a very small device. This also has one story. You see, the cosmologist, or you can say is the astrophysicist, they explore the space, stellar medium, and how to explore that. You require a very, very strong images captures devices. Okay, and those devices are being, you see how you develop them, you develop with the help of those cameras and their lenses, right? So if you look at way back, maybe 20-25 years way back, then this technologies, you see, developed by the people to see the activities in a stellar medium. And there is, you see, innovation in the lenses and the device itself, which can capture nice picture in a stellar mediums. And those innovations are further compressed by the innovators. And now it is with their mobile. So if you go back and if you ask your parent, those who are very young people here, maybe 25 years back, having a 5-pixel camera is a huge, you see, prestige. Now you have a camera with any number of pixels. That's the way it is going on. And that is also with your hand. So likewise, you see there is a laboratory in CERN, Geneva, and there is a need to analyze the data. There is a proton-proton collision, and the energy you see produced during the collision has to be analyzed, which produced huge data. It is spread across a radius of 10 kilometers in Geneva city. And you see the data, I'm sitting at one place, maybe he's sitting another place. So it is the way I have to share data across the ring, as I said, the structure of the laboratory. Then there is a computer engineer. He's kept to facilitate the scientist with the help of data transferring and so on. And that fellow innovated a web. He created web of wires, and he used to help the scientist to get data from one point to another place through that web. And that web, basically now you have a huge data how to navigate the data. So he created navigation also. And today you are using that navigation wirelessly. It started with the wires. They make it wireless. Then they make it possible to transfer huge data from one place to another place. And analysis of data is done by different scientists. In India also we have participation in that experiment. But you see the innovation, the person who is responsible to facilitate the scientist in execution of data from one point to the point, he created this. He created web for the scientist, but that now the society is using. He's created navigation. Now we have a Google. Google basically is a navigator. Now you put some word and you will get huge response because the data is available. So you see now that also is with you. So the idea basically, or idea comes with certain problem, and if there is appropriate engineering solutions and there is appropriate innovations, then the technology emerges, and that emerges for the welfare of a society. So in this meeting, I think many people have come, whatever they are doing in their laboratory, they will share their ideas with our students, but I request and I advise the students to, you see how innovation happens. What people think, because you are very young, and young people has a courage. So you use your courage to think and try to implement. with whatever minimum resources you have. And that definitely will lead towards the success of your life. So with these words, I again congratulate the organizers for organizing this event. And I hope that with the passage of time, you keep on organizing big and big conferences and of a college of this level. It's very good initiatives. And with these words, I thank all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such insightful and inspiring words. Your wisdom and experience have illuminated our understanding, and we feel privileged to have this opportunity to listen to you. I now invite the convener of the conference, Dr. Abhishek Dhiman, to come to the dais for the thank you.
Good morning, all of you. Today's chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor HPTU, Professor Shashi Kumar Dhimanji, Director Principal Professor Himanshu Mongaji, Director Principal RGGC Narota Bhagwan, Professor Deepak Bansalji, our worthy resource persons, Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Verma ji, Dr. Ravikant Bhatia ji, and dear participants, I would like to take a moment to thank you all for being present in this conference. First of all, I would like to thank our chief guest of today to spare his time from his busy schedule and bless us today in this conference. I would like to thank the resource persons, the session chairs, to accept our invitation in order to conduct this conference successfully. I would like to extend my thanks to all my friends, colleagues, all the participants who have been connected online and offline, who have submitted their research work in this conference. Without their contribution, this conference could not have been realized. So I'm very much thankful to all of them. I'm very much thankful to my team of organizers who have worked tirelessly to make this event actually happen. As far as the conference is concerned, the most graceful thing I find about this conference is that we are the people who belong to different domains of science, engineering, and technology. And we have gathered here. We have gathered here to realize the concept of collaboration, to realize the concept of multidisciplinary approach. I hope that in these 2 days, we will discuss how we can collaborate. We will discuss how an engineer thinks of a solution, how a scientist thinks of a solution, how a computer person thinks of a solution, and we will discuss all these things and we'll come out with at least 1 or 2 new ideas which will ultimately help the society to nurture further. With these words, I'll not take much time. I thank you all, and I hope that in these 2 days, in the coming 2 days, we will have very meaningful discussions and a very fruitful outcome out of this conference known as Recent Trends in Engineering, Science and Technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will now proceed for the high tea and we'll meet back after 20 minutes. Tea will be served in the e-library. you.